love this beautiful, beautiful morning. Okay, so let's see what we got going here. I am live now. Let me type in good morning, live on Facebook, and I'm also live on Instagram. Hey, May, good morning. Giving you a wave. I'm waving back at Megan. Good morning, good morning. I'm a little hoarse this morning, a little tired today, active weekend, and didn't sleep good last night. But I'm going to get through today. It is Sunday. Hope all is well. Let me adjust this over here. Good morning, Meg. Good to see you. Thanks for getting up with me this morning. All right, Megan gave me a wave on Instagram. So when you come on this morning, either give me a wave on Facebook or Instagram, whatever, but just let me know you're here. I am grateful to be here this morning. So as you come on, type in good morning so that I will know that you are here. Um, Megan said she's been sleeping terribly this week. I know I did not sleep good last night at all. Good morning, Stephanie. How are you? And I think partially because, too, um, it was a beautiful day here in Chicago, so I slept with my balcony window open and I could hear all the street noise because I live on a busy street and I could hear all the street noise. So it's going to take me a minute to get used to that again. But as you come on, type in good morning. Let me know that you're there. Let me know that you're hanging out with me. My sister's on this morning. Good morning, Toots. How are you? So I'm hanging out on Instagram. I have Megan on Instagram with me, and I have Stephanie, Ruth, and Carolyn on here in Facebook. Good to see you this morning. You know I missed you last Sunday, but it was nice to just have the Sunday off. But of course, whenever I don't do coffee talk on Sunday mornings, I wake up early anyway, and I always regret not doing it. But because I'd already posted that I wasn't going to get up and do You Have the Power, I keep vacillating back and forth between You Have the Power and Coffee Talk, but it's actually You Have the Power now. So I could have done it, but at any rate, good to see you this morning. I am so excited and grateful to be here. Again, I missed you last week. A little bit hoarse this morning, but I'm going to get through it. A little tired, but all is well. Cheryl is on, Ubang's on, MM is on, Carolyn's on, Ruth is on, and Stephanie's on. Yes, Judy's on. My lady's on Facebook, and I have Megan hanging out on Instagram. So it's a truly blessed morning. Glad that you are up and with me this morning. I am excited to be here, grateful for this opportunity and for this platform. So thank you, and thank you. It's been a beautiful weekend so far. I have my coffee. Hopefully, the folks out in Chicago got the opportunity to get out yesterday. It was such a beautiful, beautiful day here. Megan's in upstate New York. She's hanging out on Instagram. I don't know what the weather was like there, but hopefully, if you didn't have good weather in New York, Megan, hopefully our weather is coming your way. I have Paula on this morning. Paula, thanks for getting up. Maria, thank all of you for getting up and joining me this morning. I truly appreciate you. And I am not going to keep you too long this morning, but I did miss you last Sunday, so I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you slept in. Again, I'm a little bit hoarse this morning. I'm a little tired, had an active weekend, didn't sleep good last night, but I am going to get through this. So, good morning and welcome to You Have the Power. Again, as you come on, say good morning, give me a wave or something so that I'll know that you are there so I can give you a shout out. I am on Facebook in the You Have the Power group. I am on Instagram under my business name, One Evolution. And I have Megan hanging out on Instagram. And I have a whole bunch of folks hanging out with me in the You Have the Power group. So I am going to go ahead and get started. But if you come on, just type in good morning because I love calling your name out. So I'm going to start off by reading from Just Leap. And if you have it, You can read along with me. I'm on page 86, Fork in the Road. I've been thinking a lot about the fork in the road lately. So I thought today that I'd just spend a few minutes talking about the fork in the road. Good morning, Pam. Good to see you. Again, if you have it, I'm reading from Just Leap. You can turn to page 86 and read along with me. One day, while out jogging, I made the decision to stop along the path at the fork in the road. You know I jog along the lakefront. So one day I noticed this fork. It's always been there, and I just happened to stop because I had some things going on in my head. Um, so I thought about my life and used the fork in the road to do some reflection and reinforce my decisions. It was one of those days, I think, when I was doubting myself. We all have these human emotions, and I don't care how focused we are. Our emotions, different emotions show up at different times. So the path to the right side leads to a dead end. I view this dead end as living a life of status quo. I chose to stay to the left because the path continues. It represents my commitment to continue pursuing my dreams. So I was having one of those moments where I was questioning and doubting myself. The fork in the road was my checkpoint that day. It was an opportunity to take a look at my life. I wanted to make sure my heart was in the right place and be clear about what I am doing and why I am doing it. So I stopped at the fork in the road and I had a little talk with myself. I thought about my life. I thought about my plan, my vision, and goals to make sure they are realistic and are aligned with what I want to achieve. It helped me refocus and commit to running the race to achieve what I desire. Since then, I have been more consistent, intentional, and on purpose. I've gotten better, and notice I said I've gotten better at managing fear of failure and choose to no longer doubt myself and what I can accomplish. If you're at a fork in the road and you must choose, here are a few thoughts for consideration. Will you have genuine peace about this path? Is this path appropriate for who you are? Does this path align with the overall plan for your life? Will the decision to pursue this path honor your values? Do you have the confidence to pursue this path? So think of this as a moment in your life to make a major choice. So again, I've been thinking about the path in the road, and I've been thinking about decision and choices, and I've been thinking a lot about creating the life you desire. And then sometimes when you step back and look at it, it could be really simple. But we know life is not that simple, right? Because we have challenges, our emotions show up, there are things that we can't control. So we can really only focus on those things that we can control. So decisions we make and the actions we take really are preparing us and creating our future, our tomorrow. So the decisions we make and the actions we take are preparing us for the future, for tomorrow. And when you think of it this way, think about it. Life is what you decide it is. Once you decide what it is you want, that's what you're going to create. Now that sounds so simple, right? Once you decide what you want, you create it. And you make decisions and choices. And when we make decisions and choices, we're really creating our tomorrow. And when you think of it this way, it should give us joy and pleasure to make decisions that are aligned with what we want to achieve. And when we think of it this way, we become future focused. But we know life gets in the way. And sometimes it's just as simple as that, but it's just not that simple. Because we are the creator of our life. We are the creator. We get to decide. We get to decide to align our decisions and choices with what we want to achieve, to create the life we want. So just think about it that way. The decisions and choices you're making today are creating the life you want, the tomorrow, the future. But sometimes it's in a conflict too. You know, you may know what you want, but based on your beliefs or based on fear, you may not always pursue what it is you desire. Because you know, there are beliefs that we've adopted that's been passed on to us from generation to generation. Sometimes it's just the fear, and sometimes we may know what we want, but we have to resolve that in a conflict. So, although it seems really simple, it's not that simple, right? Can I get a thumbs up from somebody? You know, because I make it sound like, well, all you have to do is know what you want and then make decisions and choices based on what you want. Yeah, it is that simple. But you have to be able to manage the challenges in life. You have to be able to manage your emotions, which are these obstacles, the fear, the doubt, sometimes your own personal situation. You know, maybe you're in an environment at that particular time, right? Or in a relationship sometime. I talk about elderly parents, children. But just think about it that way. And what I try to do, if you could just keep it real simple, because we overcomplicate things sometimes. And when things appear complicated, we tend to back off. So as you go through the day, and as you make decisions and choices, and first of all, you have to be conscious of the decisions and choices that you're making. You have to think about it. Because most of us, and I've talked about this before, we do things out of habit. So we make decisions and choices without even thinking about, hey, is this really aligned with what I want to do? We get up in the morning, we're on automatic pilot. We have schedules, right? So you really have to think about it. Now, you may be at a crossroad today. Now, it's funny, I wrote this book and I put it in there, and I've been at crossroads since then. And what I had to think about, because I wrote in the book, since then, I have been more consistent, intentional, and on purpose. I've gotten better at managing fear of failure and choose to no longer doubt myself and what I can accomplish, and that's not true. Overall, I know what I want, but I still have those days of doubt because I'm human. Emotions show up. My friends will tell you that. So, have I gotten better at recognizing it? Yes. Have I gotten better at pushing forward? Yes. But I still have them. And I think as long as I challenge myself, as long as I continue to grow, as long as I continue to evolve, I'm going to have those. Because each time we step beyond our comfort zone, doubt and fear shows up. It's not like we encounter doubt and fear once and that's it. Whenever we go beyond our comfort zone, you know that those butterflies you get in your stomach, right? And then there's some of us, we know that there's more to our life, but we just don't know what we want. We don't know how to articulate it, whatever that it is. And that was me. I was seeking my purpose. I didn't know what my purpose was. So here's the deal. You can create the life you want based on the decisions and choices you make. It's just that simple. Even when things are complicated and challenging, try to keep it simple. And know what you want. If you don't know what you want, be still. Be still. Now, you've heard that 1,000 times, and I still tell myself that. You know, I know what I want, but sometimes because of challenges and my own emotions that I have to manage show up, and sometimes I just have to be still. And what I do now is I just place my hand over my heart. I close my eyes. I place my hand over my heart and I pray. But I talk to my heart. Not your inner being, your spirit, whatever you want to call it. I talk to my heart. What should I do today? What decisions should I make today? And when you listen to what's been placed on your heart will tell you what to do, right? And you already know this because we've been around for a minute. When we take the time to be still and sit, we get the answers. We may not always get the answers we want, but we get the answers. So when we listen to what's been placed on our hearts choose the perspective of helping us live the life we desire. Because if you listen to your heart will help you decide what it is if you don't know what you want to do. Because you have all the answers. Remember, as individuals, we are creative. As human beings, we are creative, resourceful, and whole, capable of making our own decisions. Doesn't mean we may not need help. So you have all the answers. So when you think about what's been placed on your heart and you allow your heart to guide you, it makes sense to make decisions and choices based on what's been placed on your heart. Then you can start thinking about why. Why is this important? Because your heart will lead you to your purpose. But know why. Why is important? Because that's what's going to sustain you. So here's the deal. At the end of the day, we have choices, right? We have two choices. We can choose to make decisions and choices align with what we want to achieve, or we can choose not to. But either way, we're making a choice. So even when you don't make the decision and choices to do what it is you want to achieve, you're still making a choice because you're deciding that I'm not going to make decisions and choices based on what it is I desire. So either way, you're making a choice. Life is a journey of choices, a maze of decisions. So you might as well make decisions and choices to create the future that you want. Because that's how we create the life we desire, through our decisions and choices. Through our decisions and choices, we can focus on creating the life we desire and finding purpose in our lives. So just remember, life is a journey. And when we believe and know that life happens for us, we see every experience as an opportunity to learn and expand. And we accept the idea that when things don't go as planned, something better is coming along, because even though you know what you want to achieve in life and you're making decisions and choices that are aligned with what you want to achieve, life happens. There will be challenges, right? But then that's where faith comes in. You have to believe when you can't see. And you have to believe that something better is coming along. You have to hold on to that, because there are days, and you know this, that even though you know what you want, you're creating it, you're making the decisions and choices that are aligned with it, right? There are days that all you have is faith. Because there are days, challenges, obstacles, and you can't see how it's going to happen. But you're committed, you stay focused on working the plan, and that old song will say, all you can do is stand. But joy comes in the morning. So we have to embrace a mindset that will be most helpful to us. We have to embrace a mindset that we can achieve what it is we desire. We have to embrace a mindset that we can create the life that we want based on the decisions and choices that we make. But we have to be very clear and conscious of the decisions and choices that we're making. We have to think. We have to think. And we have to be okay if something that we're doing, if it's not working. We have to be okay to say, this is not working, I'm going to try something else. But we have to be okay with standing firm and not giving up on our dreams. We have to be okay with knowing what we want and willing to do the work even when we can't see it happening. We have to be okay just standing and on faith and hope and believing. We have to embrace a mindset that we can achieve what we desire. So either way, every day you're making decisions and choices. Think about this. Even when you choose not to make a decision and choice that's to align with, even if you decide, well, I'm not going to make any decisions today, well, you just made the decision. So, fork in the road. That was meant for somebody today other than me. Right? Fork in the road. So are you at a point today, you're making decisions and choices, but you're making decisions and choices not even being conscious of the decisions and choices? Are you making decisions and choices that are aligned with what you want? Or you're at a crossroad and you're tired. So you just want to sit there. I've done that, by the way. I've gotten to that crossroad and just sat right in the middle of it and say, I'm just going to sit here right this minute because I'm tired. But I couldn't stay there. You know, I chose to pursue the path, not the dead end. Not the dead end. And the reason I didn't pursue or choose the dead end, because I had to believe or have to believe there's purpose to my life. And for me, choosing that dead end was giving up on my purpose. So I choose to keep going. And because I know my purpose now, I'm choosing to pursue my purpose. So I'm making decisions and choices that's creating opportunities for me to step into my purpose. That's you have the power. So just think about it. Let's see if we got any comments today. You ladies are quiet. My sister writes, life is fluid, therefore inconsistent at times, yet consistency. See, I told you I was tired. Yet consistency is the way to achieving our dreams. So stay calm and carry on. Yeah. So if you're getting up today and if you're wondering what decisions and choices you're making, if you're wondering whether or not you're pursuing your dreams, if you're thinking, I know what I want, I don't know how to achieve it, or if you're thinking all these obstacles, they're challenging me and I just don't know what to do, think of it this way. Create your future. Think of it this way. You have the power to create your future. And just make one decision. Maybe that's the decision you make. Maybe that's the only decision you need to make today. Today, I am going to create my future, or I am going to continue to create my future. I am going to continue to make decisions and choices that are aligned with what I want to achieve in life. Maybe that's all the decision you need to make today. Maybe the mere fact that you got up this morning and listened to me, maybe that's the only decision you need to make today. So maybe you've already made the decision to pursue and stay aligned with what it is you want to achieve, just the mere fact that you made the decision. Right? So that's it. Really quickly before I let you go, if you are at a point in your life where you're thinking about what you want, but you can't quite articulate it, or if you feel stuck, like I did, come on out on April 30th to the You Have the Power experience. If you feel stuck, if you know what you want, but you just don't know how to articulate or create action plans and strategies to achieve it, or you're feeling overwhelmed by the obstacles, the fear, the doubt, join us on April 30th, is this Saturday for the You Have the Power experience. We will work with you. We have tools and resources that will help you clarify what it is you want to achieve, create strategies and action plans, and confront your obstacles so your obstacles can work for you. Join us, Renita, Crystal, and myself, this Saturday. It's from 9:30 to 2:30. We will help you. We will show you how to clarify what it is you want, create strategies and action plans so you can make decisions and choices that are aligned with what you want, so you can start creating your future in your future. So when you think about it, if you are making decisions and choices that are aligned with what you want, it should give you great pleasure and joy. So if you're making decisions and choices and it's not bringing you great pleasure, think about why you're making the choices that you're making. That's You Have the Power this morning. But I'd love to see you on April the 30th. Again, it's from 9:30 to 2:30 right here in downtown. We will be there. Hope you'll come out and join us. Mother's Day is coming. When I post this link, by the way, when I post this link in the You Have the Power on Facebook, the link to get your ticket to the You Have the Power experience is there, and it's in my bio on Instagram. Also, books. If you don't have a copy of my books, when I post this link on Instagram, it's in my bio. When I post this link on Facebook, you can go in and get your copy. Make a great gift for any woman, actually for men too. I shouldn't say that because men always tell me that they enjoy the books as well. Mother's Day is coming, birthdays, graduations, or if you just want to gift a woman, someone who you feel may need inspiring and encouraging words. So that's it. I think I've covered everything. I don't see any other comments. I just want to make sure. Hopefully this was helpful. I appreciate you getting up and joining me this morning. Think about the decisions and choices you make. When you get up in the morning, do something different. Normally we get up, we start our day, it's routine. Do something different. I challenge you. When you get in the shower this morning, now this is really silly, but I've done this, okay? Well, first of all, I took cold showers for a week just to do something different, just to shock my body. Now, I'm not telling you to do it, but here's one thing I challenge you to do. When you get in the shower this morning, we get in the shower, we use the same pattern to bathe ourselves. So if you start from the head up, this time start from the foot up. Just to break that pattern. Force yourself to be conscious of what you're doing and what you're thinking. That's You Have the Power this morning. Thank you so much for getting up and joining me. Whatever you're doing, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Again, when I post this link, you can go in and get your ticket for the You Have the Power experience. It's a powerful experience. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. Love and blessings to you and your family. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will see you back here. I will see you back here next Sunday. Take care. Bye.